You are a merchant who have paid a fortune in silver for a shipment of copper, which is your last hope at saving your crumbling business. You are waiting in the open. The wind isn't a breeze, it is a blast furnace throwing grit into your eyes. You are thirsty, sunblind, and you smell entirely of goat dung and desperation. But it is worth it, because the shipment just arrived. You stand before the wooden crate, drooling while daydreaming about the excess amount of silver you are going to profit by inflating the price of copper. You pry open the wooden crate, your hands trembling with anticipation, expecting to see the glint of high-grade red-gold copper, and you stare into the abyss. It is not fine copper. It is barely metal. It looks like a rock that gave up on its dreams. It is brittle, discolored, and clearly mixed with cheap tin and floor sweepings. This isn't just a bad product. This is a personal insult. You realized with a sinking feeling in your gut that the merchant didn't just make a mistake. He looked at this garbage, he looked at your money, and he decided that you, specifically you, were too stupid to notice the difference. There is no customer support line. There is no refund policy. There is only a man named Ea-Nasir, currently sitting in his cool house, counting your silver with a mocking grin on his face. Greetings, I am the Explorer, and welcome to First Theory. Humanity suffers from a delightful delusion. We believe that incompetence, fraud, and terrible customer service are modern inventions, products of the internet age or corporate bureaucracy. We think receiving a fake email from a prince is a sign that modern society is trash. Think again. Humans were ripping each other off with bad copper in 1750 BC. We have not fallen, we have merely plateaued. Today, we discuss the first scam. We are traveling to ancient Mesopotamia to meet a man whose business practices were so abhorrent they were literally baked into stone for eternity. Let us discuss the original Bronze Age grifter, Ea-Nasir. Ea-Nasir was a merchant in the city of who promised fine quality ingots. He took investors' money, sailed to Dilmun, and returned with, let's call it, interpretive copper. Now, usually when a merchant cheats you in 1750 BC, you simply stab him. It was a simpler time. But Ea-Nasir was slippery. He didn't just scam one person, he scammed everyone. We know this because of a man named Nanni. Nanni is history's first documented Karen, but I say that with the utmost respect. You see, today, if you are angry at a company, you express your rage by simply typing a furious review on your phone while sitting on the toilet. It takes seconds. But in ancient Babylon, to leave a negative review, you had to find a handful of wet clay, smooth it out, and painstakingly press wedge-shaped symbols into it with a reed stylus. It was a labor-intensive hatred. You had to commit to the rage. So Nanni sent his servant to pick up the copper. Ea-Nasir, a man possessing the confidence of a mediocre deity, showed the servant the garbage copper and said, and I quote the translation directly, "If you want to take them, take them. If you do not want to take them, go away." Imagine the audacity. That is the ancient equivalent of ordering a purebred dog online and receiving a very angry raccoon, then being told you simply don't know how to groom it. Nanni's servant had no choice but to take what was given to him back to his master. Nanni was so incensed he wrote, "You have treated me with contempt." He then demanded his money back. Spoiler alert, he almost certainly never got it. But here's the twist. The beauty of this story isn't that Ea-Nasir was a swindler, it's that he was a hoarder of his own infamy. When archaeologists excavated Ea-Nasir's house, they didn't just find Nanni's complaint, they found dozens of them. Tablets from other buyers asking, "Where is my copper?" and "Why are you like this?" He kept them in a room. Why? Was it a trophy room? Did he read them to get to sleep at night, fueled by the tears of the proletariat? We don't know, but eventually his house burned down. Now, when paper burns, history is lost, but when clay burns, it hardens, it becomes ceramic. By destroying his house, perhaps in an act of arson by an angry customer, one can only hope, the fire accidentally preserved these complaints for nearly 4,000 years. Think about that. Ea-Nasir was such a catastrophic failure of a businessman that the universe conspired to make his incompetence immortal. He's remembered not for his wealth, not for his contribution to the empire, but because he sold bad copper to a guy named Nanni, and Nanni had the receipts. Great kings build monuments to be remembered and are forgotten. Ea-Nasir simply refused to take out his trash, and now he is immortal. There's a lesson there, though I shudder to think what it is. So, returning to our merchant in the cold open, standing in the heat, holding a lump of useless ore, he likely died angry. He likely cursed Ea-Nasir's name until his final breath, but his anger birthed a legacy. It proves that the scam is not a bug in the human operating system. It is a feature. As long as there has been currency, there has been someone trying to trade you a shiny rock for a slightly less shiny rock and telling you it's a market opportunity. Ea-Nasir was the first. He certainly won't be the last. He's the spiritual forefather of every crypto bro selling you a digital picture of a monkey for the price of a house. He took a tangible asset and successfully converted it into pure speculation and disappointment. Now, I require you to perform a simple transaction. Do not be an Ea-Nasir. Provide me with the fine quality engagement I was promised. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you do not, I shall assume you are content with poor quality copper, and I shall treat you with the contempt you deserve. Tell me in the comments, what is the modern equivalent of bad copper you've been sold? Also, if you are a mellophile, do well to enjoy the masterpiece playing in the background. Until next time, my fellow students of chaos.